The start of everything, a prayer of St. G. We were all young in those days and speak of the aftermath of war. The great conglomerate evil of Nazism was defeated. It is unclear to a boy why the world was so settled. His parents were of the Depression era and the war. Then again, uncertain times. They were cautious. But in the 50s, a boy's world fruited itself to all his quaint desires. Before the dawn, wading in the creek, casting for silver bass. Cold summer skies in Minnesota, yet we swam at the public pool and lay in warm puddles on the irregular concrete to get warm. Occasionally came a day of warm rain. That was the best. But put off our baseball games, which we played every day in summer. Boys from 4 directions, their gloves slung to the handlebars, wearing white t-shirts and black tennies. At home, the iceman delivered to the icebox, the coal man to the coal chute, while Mom stood in the dank basement, scrubbing clothes on the washboard. Garbage was put into the big rusty oil drum in the backyard and burned. At night, playing Starlight Moonlight, hoped to see a ghost tonight, kick the can or capture the flag. In winter, skating on the frozen playground. Kool-Aid, popsicles, brown sugar sandwiches, these were our staples. Excitement was ordering a decoder ring from a tag in the Cheerios box. Then to the 10-cent movies. And when the cavalry charged, we all stood and clapped and yelled for them. Tarzan, Abbott and Costello, the Cisco Kid, these were our favorites. And always in serial form, The Shadow, to keep us coming back, as though they could keep us away. On the walk home, we would sit on the saddles in the grain store and talk about when we grew up, Montana, horses, German shepherds, no girls. When TV arrived, there was Superman, American Bandstand, and Walt Disney World to fill our dreams. Blue suede shoes, Ray-Bans, sleeve-rolled t-shirts, ducktail haircuts, and for the girls, bobby pins, even to Mass, to hold the handkerchief on your head. There was a springtime in the middle of all this, which was the start of everything for me. I hadn't yet reached the age for burgers and fries at the drive-in, the girl skating up with her tray. I was 4, she was 13. I used to meet her and her friends on their walk home from school. I carried her books. She took me up to her attic and showed me things. I never recovered. But all this is many years ago. Each of us had our era, and to which we would return in a flash. Why? Those were austere days, but had their own cheap prosperity. Galloping the trails through the woods, penny candy, root beer, Topps baseball cards, the beginning of rock and roll. There was an ordinariness of everything and still a wariness of everything. Fathers at bedtime shook hands with their sons, future soldier boys. Don't get too close. Marilyn Monroe and all the girls with slashes of red lipstick. Come, get me, I'm yours. She was the messenger and message. Now shall we say what is and what is not? You, Lord, are the messenger and message. All our lives we heard your message, but have not known you. It is spring again, but in a much later time. Comes a day when we will say, this was the start of everything for me. Take all our life and loves, divine lover of us. Yes, take them all. Amen.